to make sure I have everything together before I turn the camera on. But I'm so excited and ready to talk to y'all that I couldn't wait. How y'all doing? Happy December, y'all. Christmas is coming. Y'all doing all right? I hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Can y'all tell I missed y'all? Oh my goodness, I missed you guys so much. I'm so excited to be back in the kitchen baking, as so many of you are, with all the messages I received. You guys, and we're going to be baking today without an apron. I know y'all see it. You see the t-shirt. Y'all see the shirt. Our daughter finally, after over a year of having a Cricut, she finally pulled it out because she wanted to make a t-shirt for our grandbaby's first Thanksgiving. So when she made his shirt, she was on a roll. So the Pound Cake Queen shirt will not be covered up today with an apron, okay? So y'all, look, this is what we're getting ready to do. We're gonna kick off December keeping it really simple. Before I go there, honey, wash your hands. Don't be in the kitchen with nasty hands, because that's just nasty. I wanted to get that out of the way before I forgot. But listen, we're gonna keep it really simple. I've had several messages from you guys about like the classic and the traditional recipes, like cream cheese or sour cream pound cake, and several of you have even mentioned this whipping cream pound cake that's on the back of this Swans down cake box that I pull out every video. So we're gonna start today with this whipping cream pound cake. So it seems to be very simple. One thing I noticed about their recipe, they don't use, I'm not seeing the baking powder or the salt. I always put baking powder and salt in my pound cake, so I will be adding that. And also they're using 6 eggs. I'm going to use 5. I always use, for the most part, I always use 5 large eggs. So that's the only difference I think that I'm gonna do. I'm even gonna do the glaze, but as it pertains to the flavoring, it calls for vanilla extract, half a teaspoon. Honey, I don't put no half a teaspoon or no extract in nothing. So we're gonna do a little bit more, but we will be doing vanilla. And y'all already know I'm gonna have to do a little smidgen of my Creme Bouquet. I know some of you may not care for Creme Bouquet, but to each his own. Y'all already know whatever you like, okay? So, but for the most part, I'm going to follow the recipe. And then their glaze calls for some butter, some heavy cream, some extract flavoring. It did mention, if desired, add a 4th teaspoon of almond extract or vanilla flavor. So I think I'm going to add a little bit of almond extract to the glaze. Okay, so that's what we're doing today, this whipping cream pound cake. So if you've not tried it, you guys try it. I'm excited about eating a little bit of batter today. And seeing you guys, of course, okay? So this is what we're using. We're using 3 cups of Swans down cake flour. To that, I'm adding a half teaspoon of baking powder and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. My baking powder and my salt I've already added to my 3 cups of flour. Now once I add that baking powder and that salt to the flour, I like to sift it one more time. Just in case you don't know, Swans Down, when you purchase it in the box, it's already pre-sifted for you. But like I said, once I add those ingredients, I like to sift just one more time. And then we're going to use 1 cup of, this is the heavy whipping cream. It is room temperature. I have 5 large eggs here that I've already cracked. They are also room temperature. I have my 3 sticks of softened butter. It is softened, unsalted butter here. I have 3 cups of sugar. And I think that's it. And of course we're going to use some powdered sugar, a little bit of butter, a little bit of almond for the glaze. We're going to turn the oven on 325 degrees so it can start preheating. I'm going to spray my cake pan with Baker's Joy. Okay? And y'all see I have my little Creme Bouquet here on deck. So many of you asking me what kind do I use. I use Creme Bouquet. Evidently there are other flavors. That may be some butter something or something. I don't know. But my bottle actually says Creme Bouquet. So that's what I use. Okay? Alright, let's start getting this cake mixed up. You guys, I also get a whole lot of questions about my mixer. Y'all, my mixer is on the blink. I be trying to cream, butter, and sugar, and it'll stop and start back. My husband says that there's a shortage in the little power button, but y'all, so I'm on the hunt for another mixer. This is the Dean Family Collection mixer. It's the rotating hand mixer, but y'all, it's on the blink, so I will definitely. I do have another standby mixer that's put away, that's, you know, so I'm not really stressing it too bad right now, but y'all, it is on the blink. So one of these videos, I will certainly be debuting a new mixer, I'm sure, because this one, I guess she said, honey, you've been working me too much. But I've had this one probably for about maybe almost 2 years. So yeah. Okay, so right now I'm just adding my softened unsalted butter to my mixing bowl. And when I turn on my mixer, I'm going to let the butter just mix up a couple of seconds by itself just to get it mixed up good. And then I'll slowly start adding my sugar. Now once I add my sugar, I'm going to cream my butter and my sugar for about 10 to 12 minutes. Yes, I do cream that long, and yes, I do set a timer. I know some people don't cream that long, but I do. So cream for about 10 to 12 minutes, and then once I'm finished creaming the butter and the sugar, it should be light and fluffy, and it'll actually change colors. It'll get lighter on you. You don't want to hear those sugar crystals mixing around in the bottom of your mixing bowl. And this is the part that's very important when you are mixing up a cake. You can't skimp on this part. You can't rush this part. You have to have patience. Just go walk away and do something else while it's mixing, but set your timer, okay? So once that's creamy and fluffy, and then I'll try to remember to show it to you on my little spatula. Then I'm going to add my eggs one at a time. I have 5 large eggs. You'll see me add that first egg. You'll see me add that last egg. But remember, I've added 5 in all. So once we get the butter, sugar creamed, add the eggs, then I will stop the mixer. We will come back, and then I'll talk you through what we're going to do next. See, that's what I'm talking about. Ooh-wee. Honey, listen. Well, you guys, you see see I had to switch mixers because it kept cutting off too much, and I wasn't too worried about it. Some of you that may think, well, why did you already have another mixer? I knew I had one in the closet, so that's why I wasn't stressing it too much. But honey, I've had this mixer here. This had to pull out the old Sunbeam. I've had it for about 11 years now. It's like I went from riding on the Amtrak to a little roller coaster, not roller coaster, the choo-choo train at Tsp Railroad. Y'all, Tsp Railroad is an amusement park that is so old. And anywho, so yeah, for real, for real. The old folk would say, or the church folk would say, honey, the devil is busy. Busy. But that's all right. We making this cake today. How about that? Okay, so I've added my butter, sugar, eggs. Now it's time to start adding our dry and the wet ingredients, okay? This part really doesn't take long, so you want to be careful not to over mix, okay? You just want to mix enough to incorporate. So what I like to go on and do is just add my extracts to my milk with my heavy whipping cream. So I'm going to start with a little bit of vanilla. The recipe calls for ½ teaspoon. Listen, we're going to use more than that, okay? So that's vanilla. Can y'all see that? And then we're going to do about a teaspoon of my Creme Bouquet. Just about a teaspoon, okay? Trying to make sure I'm holding this where you guys can see it. Try to do a teaspoon. Alright, so as I start mixing, I'm going to start with my dry ingredients, which is my flour mixture, and we want to end with our dry ingredients, okay? So I'm going to alternate back and forth with the flour and the milk, and you'll see me add the first little bit of flour, and then you'll see me add a little bit of milk and mix that for just a few seconds. Then you're going to see me add that last little bit of flour. I'm not going to go show you the whole back and forth process or the alternating process, okay? But just know you'll see me end with that last little bit of flour. Yep, it's official. We need a mixer. And unlike my other mixer, this one did not or does not have the scraper in the bowl. So I had to make sure I kept scraping down my bowl. So thankfully I've already started my research on a mixer. So there's one I think I kind of would like to have. I need to revisit it again and get it ordered ASAP. I wish I could get something with the code to it, so you guys could get a discount if you were interested in ordering it. All right, this is a thick batter. So that's one thing I can tell that's different about. Ooh, that is really thick. And you guys, I failed to mention that I did thoroughly spray my cake pan with Baker's Joy. Got sidetracked talking about my mixer. So I did thoroughly spray my pan, okay? So our oven is ready. Batter as smooth as possible. And as even. Not necessarily as smooth, but as even as possible so our cake won't be lopsided. Okay. Try not to leave too much batter on these spatulas, because I promise you I'm going to eat every bit of it. Okay. We hit it under the bottom to release the air bubbles. Oh, you guys, I wanted to say thank you. I had a subscriber that mentioned when I do my fillings in my cake, like the apple pie filling or peaches or whatever, and hit it on the bottom. She said that probably made my fruit sink to the bottom. Y'all, I didn't even think about that. That's why I love y'all. Y'all just share stuff. And she said you hitting it on the bottom cause your fruit to sink. And I'm so used to doing this that didn't even cross my mind. But when she said that to me in an email, she sent it in an email, it made so much sense. So, okay, we're going in 325 degrees. I bake my cakes on the middle rack. Ooh, the middle rack in my oven. So if you need to make an adjustment with your racks, just do so. I'm going to set the timer for an hour and 15 minutes. If I need to adjust the time, I will. If I need to add more, if by chance it comes out a few minutes early, that's fine too. But you never ever, I never ever check my cake before it's been baking for an hour. If you open that door too soon, you're going to cause your cake to fall. Okay? So I'll come back once we are done. Y'all, let's have a moment of silence for my mixer. Alright, we have been baking for an hour and 10 minutes. So now we're going to cool for about 10 and then we'll flip. In the meantime, while the cake is cooling, I'm going to go on and make my glaze really quick. For those of you who may be new to our channel, welcome. We are so glad that you're here. But I never ever use a mixer when I make my glaze, okay? And I usually don't measure either. So we're going to add a little bit of powdered sugar Not quite 2 cups. We're going to add a few tablespoons of butter. Just a little bit of vanilla extract. Let me see, can you guys see this? Okay. You can see it pretty good. A little bit of vanilla. And then we're also going to do a drop of almond extract. Okay. Just a little bit. Okay. Alright. So I'm just trying to, my butter is soft. I'm just trying to smush up this butter just a little bit. Now when you're doing your glaze, you want to be careful when you add your liquid. Don't add too much, because if you add too much, you can't take it out and you'll have to add more powdered sugar to compensate for that. When I first start mixing my glaze, I like for it to be kind of thick. That way I can easily get it smooth. And then once you get it smooth, if it's, you know, it'll be too thick. But once you get it smooth, then you can always add more milk to thin it out. Okay? And you see, notice how I'm just adding this heavy whipping cream gradually. Because like I said, once you get it in, you can't get it out. I like to do this in real time so you guys can see that it does not take long at all. Okay? It's definitely a great arm workout. Now I have it the thick consistency that I want, and we're just going to mix, 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 mix. Okay, so now that I have it smooth, of course it's too thick to pour on the cake. Also, for our new subscribers, I'm a glaze girl. I do not like to ice in cakes. Icing in cakes is not my ministry. I like it quick and easy. So I always, the majority of the time, I fix a glaze. I may ice in a cake every once in a while. Maybe for my husband's birthday. I think I did. I did some icing then, but yeah, I do not. It's, I don't have time for it. Okay, so you see, just that quick we have a thick glaze. And I can always thin it out, probably thin it out a little bit more. Okay, I add a little bit more heavy whipping cream to it when I'm ready to use it. But it's pretty much done right now. And it's going to thicken up a little bit just sitting here. So I'll add a little bit more heavy whipping cream to it. But that's just how simple and easy it is to make a glaze. No need to pull the mixer back out. You know, once I put my cake in the oven, I wash up my mixer and get everything cleaned up, okay? So we're going to continue to cool for about, let's see, we have about 4 more minutes on the cake. But let's see if we can go and get it flipped. So I will have to do another clip. Now normally I wait. Normally I wait about 10 minutes, but I do hear some ladies that flip after about 5 minutes. So let's see. Let's see. This pan is still really hot. Really hot. in. So now we continue to cool. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so we will cool. Set my timer again. I'm gonna let it cool for at least another 30 minutes. I'm not in any hurry. So we're gonna let the cake cool. Also, for those of you that ask about my little netting that I use, it's just a food cover. I have had this probably every bit of about 15 years or so. And I think when I picked it up years ago, I picked it up at, I think it may have been Big Lots. But it's just a food cover that you would use like if you were outside having a picnic, you know, to keep the flies and stuff off your food, honey. We don't do flies either. So I just like to use it to cover my cakes and anything I have sitting out in the kitchen, because I just don't like it out in the open. So I think I got it from Big Lots, but it's been a long time ago. I'm sure you could probably find some on Amazon. We have cooled long enough, probably about 30 minutes. So we're gonna go on and get the glazing. Okay, you guys, this is another teachable moment. It's the kind of stuff that I do. Now, that recipe, it called for the glaze, it called for the powdered sugar, the butter, and the heavy whipping cream. And I don't like the way it looks. I know it's the heavy whipping cream and the butter that's giving it that curdled look where it looks like it's spoiled. So I do not like the way it looks. So what I'm going to do is really quick, I'm going to do another glaze with just the powdered sugar. We're going to use regular milk. Okay? So we're going to use regular milk, powdered sugar. I added some vanilla and the almond extract. Okay? And you guys, this is the kind of stuff that I do in the kitchen, and I just want to share it with you. Sometimes you have to try different things. If you do something, you're not really crazy about it, if you can correct it without having to start your process all the way back over, then try to do that, okay? Alright, and in the meantime, this glaze, I'm going to kind of smooth what I can off. Just like I said, honey, I don't like the way it looks. And I know it's fine, but look, I just don't like the way it looks, y'all. The extra glaze that went down in the hole, I'm going to take that out. Because once I add my new glaze, we're going to have more. At least I'll take the majority of it out, okay? And you guys, when you're baking and cooking, everything is not going to always go as planned. So you're going to have to make the necessary adjustment. And I'm going to tell you, my hat goes off to the ladies and gentlemen. For those of you that have bakeries or you have home-based businesses where you're baking for people and you have things that come up and you end up having to bake the whole cake over again. Ooh, Lord have mercy. My hat goes off to you guys. I only bake for my enjoyment and content. Told you guys, it has definitely become therapy for me when I'm in the kitchen. Makes me feel close to my mom, whom I lost unexpectedly in 2016. So I do this for fun, okay? So my cakes don't have to be perfect. And I don't try to, you know, if I had a bakery, it would be different. But I don't try to get my cakes to where they're looking bakery perfect. Honey, we're not selling this to nobody. Now, don't get me wrong. I like my cakes to look nice, but I don't have to focus on my cakes looking like they've come out of a bakery, because they've not. I don't sell them. So, I just have fun in here and just do whatever it is I want to do. But I was not liking the way that glaze looked from the with the heavy whipping cream and the butter. No, ma'am. Okay, so we just fixed it, and it didn't take long at all to fix it. So there you have it, a whipping cream pound cake with a vanilla almond glaze. And of course, the extra glaze is down in the hole. It's cake time. Jackson, you gonna eat some cake, baby? So, whipping cream pound cake. Let's see. Cause y'all sure telling me to fix this here. Jackson, have you eaten your dinner?
He's gonna get a bottle.
Huh?
He's gonna get a bottle.
Yeah.
His great grandma's
Ooh, I evidently. He a little slow on the draw tonight, y'all. He tired. So I can taste this without him.
He done dropped his sock.
He done dropped his sock to cake.
As soon as you get it to me,
He dropped the sock. Dropped the sock. I consider this to be kind of a traditional cake. Let me get this corner right here. Look, I ain't gonna have my back to me. He will not walk up and scare me tonight, y'all. He will not. Look, there you go. I said I'm turning around because you're not gonna walk up behind me and scare me tonight.
What's this? Perfection.
It's a whipping cream pound cake. It's good. Oh, let me show y'all. It's good. Baby, guess what happened today?
It's lemon?
There's no lemon in that cake. There's no lemon in there.
I think it's, you don't want to share it with your coworkers.
I think it's more of a yeah, see if I took that glaze off, I kind of rubbed it in. You gonna I guess he's not gonna look up. And the first glaze I did the glaze that was on the back of the box, and you used the powdered sugar, heavy whipping cream, and butter, but it made it look curdled. And so I kind of rubbed it. God bless you. God bless you. So, come here. Can we see the back side? Let's see the back side.
Don't mind his one sock on.
With his one sock off. Y'all, we can see the back side. They still not putting him on the social media yet. But I want y'all to say how big he is. Look at him, y'all. You eating some cake? You trying to get Papa cake? Then give me some, Papa. Take it from him. Take it. Take it, Jackson. Then give it here, Papa. What happened to your other sock? You just drop your sock when you got cake, didn't you? Love you. Yes, I do. Oh, but babe, I didn't tell you what happened to me. Look, what you see sitting over there?
Got a new mixer.
No, it's not a new one. It's the old one.
What old one?
Oh,
I ain't never seen
it
it.
finally went out. It kept cutting off too much, so I'm like,
What old one?
That one right there, the black one? With the scraper behind it?
I found, it's been acting up for a minute.
No, I'm saying, but where did that one come from?
That's my old one I had.
Old fake.
And that's how come I had ordered another one, because I knew I had one in the
That looked like
closet.
one of them buses back in the 1960s.
Look, I'm gonna tell you what I said. I felt like I got off the Amtrak and got on the little choo-choo train and twisted railroad. I said, oh no, this not gonna work. This not gonna work.
You still doing research on your other one?
Ooh, this not gonna work. I'm gonna have to get back at it because today was a struggle. Look, I say like the folks say in church, you know, the devil is busy.
Well, at least it didn't do it when you was doing your pound cake marathon.
No, it was acting up then, but like I said, I wasn't.
I'm gonna go in now this.
I told him you said you think the switch
Yeah, I
is
think
not.
it's I just think it's a shortage in the
switch.
switch because
Anywho,
yeah.
I'm trying to get. He pulled my glasses off and got my
That's good.
lenses smeared. Y'all, I can't stand. Y'all be sitting behind somebody and their glasses be dirty. You can see all the dirt and fingerprints and be like,
Why are you looking
can I
at
have your
glasses?
glasses? I don't know. I just kind of look when I'm sitting behind somebody. You can't help but see their glasses. And I know we used to sit behind this lady at church. Her glasses used to be nasty. I used to tell the people, could you please get your mama glasses and clear her glasses? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyway, y'all, look. It's time to go. Thank y'all. I was so excited to see them again today.
I was
You
too.
got another piece of cake?
You took a lot of mine.
I just took that one little corner.
That was a big corner.
Anywho, y'all, we appreciate you guys so much. Again, we hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. We are kicking off December. But y'all, I have to order me a mixer. Because the little engine that could, that's not going to get it. That ain't going to get it. That ain't going to get it, okay?
All the people that ask for your mixer, y'all can have it now.
They can have it now. Look. And the thing about it, the mixer, it really doesn't have good reviews on it. And mine lasted maybe a couple years. But look, I appreciated it even the more once I pulled
What's a good
the
review
big
mixer?
bus.
What about the bus? How long have you had that?
The bus I've had probably about 10 or 11 years. I got that when we were we had the
Well, there you go then. That works.
True. Anywho, you guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not subscribed, if you're new, welcome again. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscription button. Turn on the notification bell.
Me hit the nosy.
Hit the nose. You know, you turn on the notification bell. It shakes. Shake something. Shake something. Shake something. Okay? Shake something. Hey, shake something. Shake something. Maybe I had to show them my shirt too. Pound cake queen. All right. You done for 2 pieces of cake. You get ready to go to bed. Get your crumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching. We already look forward to you joining us again. Next time. Say bye. Why you have to be all in the camera? Bye.
Bye-bye.
Baby. Say bye.
Bye-bye.
See you later.